Welcome to the World Mystery Wonders channel. Have you ever heard of a rock precariously balanced, seemingly ready to plunge into an abyss? Giant stone pillars standing like petrified giants? Or a massive stone wave permanently frozen in time? Our planet is filled with wonders that seem almost unbelievable, even when witnessed firsthand. In this video, join us as we explore the 15 strangest rock formations on Earth, places where time, nature, and geology have come together to craft surreal masterpieces. And the final wonder will be the greatest mystery yet. Stay tuned until the end to ensure you don't miss it. Trolltunga, the Devil's Tongue, piercing into thin air. Have you ever stood on the edge of a rock, with a 1,100-meter abyss beneath you, where a single misstep would send you plunging into thin air? If that thought makes you shudder, then Trolltunga, also known as the Devil's Tongue, will undoubtedly leave you awestruck. Nestled among Norway's majestic mountains, Trolltunga is one of the world's most spectacular rock formations. This giant slab of rock juts out from a cliff face like a massive tongue, protruding straight into the void, creating a scene both breathtaking and terrifying. Its peculiar shape was sculpted over 10,000 years ago when colossal glaciers receded, leaving behind sharp cliffs and isolated rocky outcrops. But to witness this natural masterpiece firsthand, you must embark on a journey not intended for the faint-hearted. The trek to Trolltunga spans 27 kilometers, requiring 10 to 12 hours of hiking across snowy fields, icy streams, and steep, rugged trails. Each year, thousands of adventurers tackle this challenging trek, all for that thrilling moment of standing on the rock, experiencing the sensation of being on top of the world as they gaze down at the turquoise waters of Ringedalsvatnet Lake below. On clear days, Trolltunga offers a surreal scene where the vivid blue sky merges seamlessly with the tranquil lake, surrounded by endless stretches of mountains, creating a landscape so captivating that it makes you forget your fear. However, when mist and clouds descend, the entire area transforms into something mysterious and gloomy, truly living up to its name, the Devil's Tongue. Many brave souls venture to sit on the edge, some even lying down to capture stunning photographs. Yet, there are no railings or safety ropes here. A single misstep could result in a fall into the deep chasm below. Thus, the ultimate question remains: are you brave enough to stand on Trolltunga and conquer one of the most terrifying cliffs on Earth? 3 whale rocks, the fossilized whales amidst Thailand's green jungle. Hidden within the dense green jungles of northeastern Thailand, 3 massive rocks lie parallel atop a mountain, resembling from above 3 whales swimming across an endless sea of trees. Locals call them Hin Sam Wan, 3 whale rocks. These unique rock formations date back tens of millions of years to a time when this area was submerged beneath an ancient ocean. Over time, geological shifts, erosion, and land uplifting gradually pushed the rocks above sea level, shaping them into their extraordinary appearance today. Remarkably smooth and gently curved, their surfaces enhance the illusion of whalebacks gracefully gliding across a lush green ocean. This spot is not only a popular check-in destination, but also a sacred site for local Thai communities, connected to the legend of a family of whales turned to stone, destined to eternally guard the land. To touch the whales' backs, visitors must trek through lush tropical forests and step onto the edge of the rocks, where no protective railing exists, only strong winds and sheer cliffs beneath. But once standing here, gazing at the distant winding Mekong River, and vast forest stretching out like an ocean, you will understand why this place takes your breath away. Three Whale Rocks is not merely a strange rock formation. It's a ticket back in time, returning you to a prehistoric era when whales swam ancient seas and nature was untouched by human hands. Cappadocia's fairy chimneys, Turkey's enchanting rock towers. In the legendary region of Cappadocia, where desert landscapes blend seamlessly with mountainous terrain like a painting, you'll encounter enormous rock formations with peculiar shapes, tall, pointed peaks atop slender bodies that resemble giant chimneys rising from the earth. These unique structures are aptly named fairy chimneys. Formed from volcanic ash erupting tens of millions of years ago, the area became covered with a soft rock known as tuff. Over thousands of years, wind and rain gradually eroded the softer layers, leaving behind harder rock caps that created the surreal and otherworldly chimney-like shapes. Geologists refer to this process as differential erosion, and Cappadocia is one of the few places worldwide where such formations can be observed on a grand scale. Yet the area's uniqueness extends beyond its geology. For thousands of years, people have carved homes, churches, and monasteries into these rock formations, creating vast underground cities hidden beneath the surface. During the Byzantine era, these hidden structures provided refuge for early Christians fleeing persecution from ancient empires. Today, visitors can soar over Cappadocia in hot air balloons, marveling at a fairy tale landscape where countless fairy chimneys glow in the golden light of sunrise. It's a place where rock, wind, and time have collaborated to build a genuine fairy tale world within our reality. The Marble Caves, Chile's mystical marble caverns. Hidden within the pristine wilderness of Patagonia, beneath the crystal-clear waters of glacial Lake General Carrera, lies one of Earth's most surreal sights, the Marble Caves. These silk-like caverns ripple softly, painted with mesmerizing hues of turquoise, silver white, and ash gray, as if nature itself had crafted a mythical world beneath the lake's surface. Scientists reveal that these caves are sculpted from pure marble, gradually carved out over more than 6,000 years by the erosion of glacial meltwater. Streams flowing from Lake General Carrera, with their slightly acidic nature and constant swirling currents, have delicately shaped the limestone into pillars, domes, and smooth rock walls, creating a breathtaking natural masterpiece. Remarkably, the colors inside the caves aren't static. They shift with the seasons and daily changes in sunlight. As the lake's waters transition from soft blue to vibrant turquoise, the entire cave interior reflects these shifting shades, appearing to breathe along with nature. The marble caves are inaccessible by land. Visitors must glide gently over the mirror-like waters by boat or kayak, carefully navigating through narrow rock passages. Deeper inside, sunlight filtering through the rock formations creates a crystalline world that captivates every sense. More than just caves, these formations represent a symphony of water, stone, and time. A vivid testament to nature's unrivaled artistry, where humans can only stand in awe. Bungle Bungle Range, the giant honeycomb maze. In the remote wilderness of Western Australia, where the sun blazes fiercely by day and silence engulfs the night, lies a vast maze of rock formations that leaves visitors in awe, the Bungle Bungle Range. Here, enormous dome-shaped rocks, stacked like oversized honeycombs, sprawling over 450 square kilometers in the vibrant red desert. Surprisingly, these seemingly man-made structures result from 350 million years of geological evolution. The sandstone formations began as ancient sediments buried deep beneath the Earth's surface, which were then compressed, lifted, and sculpted into domes by millions of years of wind, rain, and erosion. Distinctive orange and black stripes cover each rock dome. The orange bands reveal iron oxide deposits dating back to Earth's younger days, while the black stripes consist of cyanobacteria, microorganisms thriving only in moisture-rich environments. These stripes form a mesmerizing natural pattern, as if the Earth itself had painted an artistic masterpiece upon the dry desert. Remarkably, the wider world only discovered this unique landscape in 1983 when pilots accidentally spotted it from above. Before then, the indigenous Kija and Jaru people revered it as sacred land, where ancestral spirits dwelled, their legends echoing through each crevice. Visitors must navigate red dirt roads, shallow streams, and dense bushland to reach this natural wonder. Yet the reward is unmatched, a scene unlike anywhere else on Earth. When the sun rises, its rays glide over each dome, illuminating the entire labyrinth in dazzling golden hues. As dusk approaches, the rocks transition into breathtaking shades of silky pink and purple. You can choose to trek deep within the shadowy gorges or take a helicopter ride to appreciate its expansive beauty from above. Whichever way you explore, standing amidst 350 million years of Earth's history will surely leave you speechless. Mushroom Rock, Kansas's giant stone mushrooms. Amid the peaceful plains of Kansas, you'll encounter a scene straight from a fairy tale. Massive rocks shaped like giant mushrooms sprouting from the ground. Welcome to Mushroom Rock State Park, where nature performs a spectacular balancing act. These peculiar formations date back to the Cretaceous period, over 100 million years ago, when this region was part of an ancient ocean floor. Over millions of years, wind, water, and erosion gradually wore away the softer mudstone and clay beneath, leaving behind harder layers of Dakota sandstone perched atop slender, delicate stems. Some rocks feature incredibly thin bases, topped by massive heads weighing several tons, appearing as though they might topple over at any moment. Geologists describe this phenomenon as differential erosion, a process that takes millions of years to create such extraordinary shapes. Each mushroom here is a unique natural sculpture. Some resemble human heads, while others look like petrified creatures. Native American tribes once regarded this area as sacred land, believing the rocks were gods turned to stone to protect nature. Today, Mushroom Rock is not only a popular tourist destination, but also a site for scientists studying Earth's geological transformations. If you have the chance to visit, reach out and touch these giant mushrooms. You might feel as though you're touching millions of years of history. Iceland Basalt Columns, Iceland's stunning hexagonal rock pillars. Along Iceland's legendary black sands of Reynisfjara Beach and at the striking Svartifoss waterfall, magnificent hexagonal stone pillars stand in orderly rows as if meticulously carved by human hands. Yet, these impressive formations aren't remnants of an ancient civilization. They're nature's masterpiece, silently sculpted over millions of years. Iceland's basalt columns. Geologists explain that these columns originated from basaltic lava flows erupting around 2 million years ago during intense volcanic activity. As the lava cooled, it contracted and evenly cracked vertically, resulting in the formation of hexagonal columns, a phenomenon known as uniform thermal contraction. Remarkably, most columns display perfectly symmetrical hexagonal shapes, ranging from 2 to over 10 meters in height, closely aligned like majestic walls. These vertical cracks extend downward, creating thousands of natural pillars, resembling giant flutes rising straight from Iceland's rugged landscape. At Svartifoss, a crystal-clear waterfall cascades gracefully over the dark basalt columns, producing a captivating symphony of rock and water. Meanwhile, at Reynisfjara, relentless ocean waves endlessly crash against the hexagonal pillars along the shore, generating a scene so mystical that many believe it was once a fortress belonging to Norse giants. Today, Iceland's basalt columns serve not only as evidence of nature's power, but also as inspiration for art, architecture, and music, including composer Felix Mendelssohn, who drew from their striking beauty to compose one of his most famous symphonies. Manpupuner Rock Formation, Russia's petrified giants. In the remote, frigid wilderness of the Ural Mountains, where howling winds and low-hanging clouds prevail, suddenly emerge 7 colossal stone pillars, towering up to 42 meters high, standing solemnly like warriors guarding a forgotten land. This is the Manpupuner Rock Formation, one of Russia's most enigmatic natural wonders. According to ancient legends of the Mansi people, this place was once the battlefield of giants intent on destroying their villages. But as they approached the sacred mountain, a shaman turned them to stone, leaving them forever motionless amidst snow and wind. Geologically, these stone pillars are remnants of an ancient mountain range, with only the hardest rock surviving millions of years of erosion by wind, rain, and frost. There are no major roads or nearby villages here, just wild, untouched nature and an eerie silence. Visitors must trek through dense forests, cross rivers, or even travel by helicopter. Yet, standing before these monumental stone columns, you'll feel as though you're confronting ancient spirits in a place where time seems frozen. Manpupuner isn't just a rock formation. It's a symbol of permanence, a place where nature has written its own story through rock, wind, and profound silence. Uluru, the sacred rock of the Anangu people. At the heart of vast Australia, where endless red deserts stretch to the horizon, rises a colossal rock like the eternal heart of the continent. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock. It is one of the world's largest and most sacred monoliths. Standing 348 meters high and stretching over 3.5 kilometers, Uluru encapsulates over 550 million years of geological history. It once lay beneath an ancient sea, formed from Arkose sandstone, a rock rich in feldspar minerals, before geological upheavals gradually lifted it above ground. Thousands of years of wind and rain sculpted and smoothed its surface, creating lines reminiscent of the folds of time itself. One of Uluru's miracles is its ever-changing color throughout the day, from vibrant orange at dawn to deep red at sunset, then turning dark purple as night falls. Under the sun, the entire rock appears luminous, captivating visitors endlessly. For the indigenous Anangu people, Uluru isn't merely stone, it's the soul of their ancestors, the origin of their myths and rituals. The caves surrounding its base still preserve ancient paintings, thousands of years old, narrating the creation stories central to their Chukurpa beliefs. Respecting its sacredness, climbing Uluru was permanently banned in 2019 as an act of cultural respect. Visitors are instead invited to walk around the rock's base, listening to ancient stories shared by Anangu guides. Uluru isn't just a rock, it's Australia's living heart, a place where nature, time, and spirituality merge into a symbol that commands profound reverence. Crowley Lake Columns, nature's ancient temple. Along the serene shores of Crowley Lake in California, hidden beneath cliffs by the water's edge, lies a surreal landscape. Hundreds of tall, straight stone columns lined up like pillars of an ancient temple. This isn't the work of ancient civilizations, but a fascinating masterpiece created entirely by nature. The Crowley Lake Columns. These stone columns stand between 4 and 6 meters tall, forming nearly perfect cylindrical shapes. From afar, one might easily mistake them for remnants of a lost civilization. However, geologists explain that these formations arose following a volcanic eruption about 760,000 years ago. When hot volcanic ash met the cooler waters of the lake below, it rapidly cooled, causing cracks along thermal stress points, a phenomenon known as convection cooling. Over time, water and wind eroded away the softer surrounding material, leaving behind these sturdy pillars, standing isolated in nature. This mysterious formation puzzled scientists for years, as no other place on Earth features similar columns formed in volcanic ash. Only through recent studies have researchers confirmed this as a rare outcome resulting from specific pressure, temperature, and humidity conditions following the massive eruption of the Long Valley Caldera volcano. Reaching the Crowley Lake Columns isn't easy. Visitors must navigate rocky trails and challenging terrain. But, upon arrival, you'll feel as if you've stepped into an ancient Roman temple, buried for hundreds of thousands of years, only recently revealed to the sunlight. Here, nature has acted not only as an architect, but also as an impeccable sculptor. Balanced rock, the gravity-defying stone. In the fiery red landscape of Colorado's Garden of the Gods Park, a massive rock weighing hundreds of tons precariously sits on a tiny pedestal, appearing as if it would tumble down at the slightest touch. This is balanced rock, a stone that seemingly defies all laws of physics. Formed from red sandstone dating back to the Permian period nearly 290 million years ago, this area was once beneath an ancient sea. Over time, wind, water, and ice eroded away the softer rock layers beneath, leaving behind a slender base, topped by an enormous stone, creating nature's own masterpiece of perfect balance. Amazingly, despite enduring thousands of powerful winds and minor earthquakes, balanced rock remains steadfast, as though nature itself is boasting an improbable balancing act. Standing at its base, you can't help but feel awed by the strength and subtlety of time. Would you dare stand right beneath it for a photo? Tsingy de Bemaraha, Madagascar's forest of stone spikes. Imagine a forest where, instead of trees, millions of razor-sharp stone spikes rise vertically towards the sky, stretching as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Tsingy de Bemaraha, also known as the Forest of Stone Spikes, one of Earth's most extraordinary landscapes. The word Tsingy translates to where one cannot walk barefoot in Malagasy, and it's entirely accurate. These limestone rocks are fractured into thousands of sharp spires, ranging from 20 to 50 meters in height, creating a majestic yet perilous stone labyrinth. According to geologists, the Tsingy formations originated over 200 million years ago when the area lay submerged beneath an ancient sea. Over millions of years, tectonic activity lifted the limestone layers above sea level. Acidic rainwater subsequently carved deep fissures, channels, and ultimately formed the jagged forest we see today, a rare and dramatic example of extreme karst topography. Despite the harsh environment, Tsingy is a haven for biodiversity. Over 80% of its plant and animal species are endemic, existing nowhere else on the planet, from small lemurs to peculiar plants that grow horizontally out of rock faces. Tsingy de Bemaraha is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and only the bravest visitors venture through its network of suspension bridges, caves, and steep gorges. It's a challenging journey, but those who undertake it are rewarded with the unforgettable feeling of stepping into a primordial world untouched by time. The Wave Rock, the giant stone wave on land. In the arid deserts of Western Australia, a surreal sight emerges. A giant wave of stone rising 15 meters high and stretching over 100 meters, frozen mid-curl as though poised to crash upon anyone who dares approach. Remarkably, it remains motionless, as it has been for more than 2.7 billion years. Wave Rock astonishes visitors not only due to its enormous scale, but also because of its almost unreal beauty. Smooth rock layers undulate gracefully like silk ribbons, painted with vivid stripes of red, orange, yellow, and ash gray, seemingly brushed by a cosmic artist. Under the midday sun, the rock shines brilliantly like gold leaf, while at sunset, it becomes engulfed in dreamlike shades of purple. Breathtakingly beautiful. Geologists explain that wave rock formed through differential erosion between the hard granite layer above and the softer rock beneath. Over billions of years, wind, rain, and runoff sculpted this perfectly curved shape, creating an eternal wave amid the scorching desert. To the indigenous Noongar people, this is sacred land, the path where the rainbow serpent, the ancestral creator, slithered through, shaping the earth and sky. Therefore, the area is strictly protected, with visitors required to follow designated paths to avoid damaging the delicate rock formation. Wave rock is not merely a stone formation, it's a monument to time, artistry, and mythology, where nature showcases its supreme sculptural talent in a way that no human hand could replicate. The Richet structure, the blue eye of the Sahara. The Richet structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, is one of Earth's greatest mysteries. From space, it resembles a gigantic eye with concentric circles spanning up to 50 kilometers in diameter. Scientists once believed it was the result of a meteorite impact, but later studies revealed it was formed through geological uplift and erosion over millions of years. Nevertheless, its exact origin remains an unsolved mystery. The central region of the Eye of the Sahara contains rock layers dating back up to 100 million years, meaning it has witnessed the extinction of dinosaurs and the Earth's transformations through various eras. Some even believe this might be the remains of the legendary lost city of Atlantis, buried beneath the sands of the Sahara Desert. While this theory remains unproven, one thing is certain: the Richet structure is among the most mysterious natural wonders on our planet, a massive imprint of time that astonishes anyone viewing it from space. Krishna Butterball, the stone that defies all laws of physics. If you thought balanced rock was the strangest balancing act, wait until you see Krishna Butterball, one of India's greatest mysteries. Imagine a massive rock weighing 250 tons, measuring 6 meters high and nearly 5 meters wide, precariously perched on a smooth hillside. Yet it has remained perfectly stable for thousands of years without rolling down. To this day, no one has fully explained how it has maintained its precarious position despite weather and seismic activity. Legend says this stone is actually a giant chunk of butter dropped to earth by the mischievous young god Krishna. Meanwhile, scientists suggest it's a result of differential weathering, where granite has eroded unevenly over time. However, the exact reason why the rock remains so firmly in place is still unclear. Interestingly, in 1908, British colonial authorities attempted to move the stone by using 7 elephants, but it didn't budge an inch. Today, thousands of tourists visit annually to try their strength pushing the rock. But of course, no one has ever managed to move it even a millimeter. Can you believe that all these wonders were created entirely by nature? From petrified giants and giant stone waves to the very eye of the earth, each of these places tells an intriguing story about the incredible transformations of our planet. Which wonder did you like the most? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss our next mysteries. Thank you for joining us at World Mystery Wonders channel. See you in the next video.